Art is one of the best ways through which a human being can give shape to their thoughts. It is a process of materializing one's thoughts, where imagination and thought starts to exist in a real world through art. Welcome to the Arts Express.
Fobally Art World Foundation presents Series 3 of its 2 art competitions for the year 2024. The Lagos State Secondary School Art Competition and National Undergraduate Art Competition as part of its initiatives in promoting African art and artists, themed Paint Your Aspired Lagos for secondary level and Paint Your Aspired Nation for the undergraduate level.
It's a 6-day competition. It's good we know there's it's a 6-day event. We have 5-day competition, and while on the 6th day we are going to know the winner. So the Lagos State students will be competing for 3 days. While national undergraduate students will be competing for 2 days. So, and we are expecting students from Kaduna, Port Harcourt. People are coming outside Lagos to come and participate in this competition. And that's where we always had it. So this is the grand finale stage, and we are having the live painting auditioning. Some are sculpting, some are painting, some are drawing. So, and the people for the Lagos State Secondary School, we have 40 students who are qualified for the grand finale, and for the undergraduates we have over 30 who are qualified for the grand finale.
Because if you're talking about art, certainly mentoring is very, very important. And I mean, one of the reasons why we are gathered here today, right? So I happen to be one of the judges. And we are here today. I think this is the third edition, and the grand finale for the art competition, which includes secondary school students as well as undergraduates. Right? We are here. We've seen some works, and the students, I think they've gone beyond the first phase of today's exercise. So they're on the second phase, and after the second phase, we as judges will go and do our work, and I think with that we'll be able to know who will actually who has performed well. If you study architecture, if you're an artist, certainly your design is going to be different. So you'll discover that the role of artists is very, very crucial in in our society.
The objective of the 2 competitions centers on youth participation in community development dialogue and nation-building planning through various art mediums.
It's a good thing that Fobally Art World, an art gallery, is saying, look, if we want to be in this business and do well in future, what it means is that they are futuristic. What we want to do well in future, we need to go to the grassroots and let these ones, grow with it, so that, at the end of the day, there will be testimonies, that I realized myself when I entered for the Fobally Award. I won the first prize, I won the second prize, I won the third prize. It will be in their CV forever.
I believe that government should be part of this, and I think the organizers should get in touch with government at all levels, because we are looking at undergraduate and secondary school in Lagos State and in all the states in Nigeria. I think that this Fobally should be applauded for this. I think it's part of social responsibility of Fobally to take on this kind of task, to encourage young Nigerians to get involved in art. Their works are fantastic. you see that these children, they have future, great future in the art industry. But you know, my challenge at the moment is that we're having a dearth of art teachers in secondary school. And many teachers at the adult level, they don't want to go and teach art. So I think by doing this, maybe they'll be encouraged.
So the purpose of this is nurturing young talents, and promoting them, showcasing their work, and also their voices will be heard and be, most of this, their artwork will be documented and collated and be given to government and those in key organizations so that they could hear from the young students their opinion on the nation, on Lagos, what they aspired and what they think, using arts, using their creative skills and platform to showcase their work. So that is why we are doing this. As an organization, it's very important to us to promote the younger generation, and we do that through this competition, and also the reward at the ending is cash prizes, and that's why we always look forward for sponsors, for these events. The ones live now doing the live edition, they come from various schools within Lagos State. We're hoping that, as we do this yearly, more schools are involved. These people will spread the word to other of their friends, because the word is always good. At the end of the day, they will be promoted and their voices will be heard, which is the most important thing we want to do for the young artists.
Welcome back. Now, Coronation Group presents an exciting new exhibition featuring artworks from the private collections from visionary female collectors to celebrate their custodianship and social cultural development within the African art ecosystem. Let's take a look.
The artwork here takes you on a journey of African, Nigerian art in particular. We have a few foreign artists, a few African artists like Ablade Glover, but majority, this work takes you through both the new and the old school, takes you through different schools. You have the Nsukka school, you have the Auchi school, you have a bit of the Oshogbo. Everything is here. But I'll tell you what it is that we do here. We are trying to democratize access to wealth, access to art actually. Sorry, I'm wearing my wealth management hat because I try to create wealth for people. We are trying to democratize access to wealth, and it's all about, not just about making money, it's also about understanding culture, understanding what we are as a pride, not just Nigeria but Africa, and the value that art does. So I grew up from a family where my mother used to be curator of the National Museum, and I grew up only understanding the value of art. And I have bought into this thing that we're doing at Coronation, which is providing access to art for everybody. And so every quarter or thereabouts, we do these exhibitions where people, where collectors bring their artworks and show them for the public's consumption, which means that we're open to everybody to come in, to enjoy art, appreciate art, learn about culture, better ourselves, and while we're doing it, understand the value that art holds to people from a wealth perspective, not just the preservation of your wealth, but also appreciation of wealth. Because art as an investment is a very great value for us.
This is the Coronation Art Gallery exhibition. We have this gallery which we opened to celebrate the beauty and the power of African art. And our goal is to be able to show some of the continent's greatest artworks to a wider audience. A lot of it is collected by private collectors, and by creating a platform like this, we're able to showcase those works for the general public to enjoy.
I'm Ugoma Ibila, and I'm the curator for the event. The exhibition that you see here today at Coronation features works from 13 female collections. That is, works from the collections of 13 women. We have all of Nigeria represented here in the arts. We have various styles, various themes, various subject matter, various material. And we have also a very diverse group of women who I have excerpted bits from all their collections and all their histories and life stories to find these works and bring them together to tell a story, which is what you see here tonight. It's a very exciting time because it's a unique moment. I think it's, to my recollection, it's the first of its kind where art from female collections have been put together in a public arena. We all enjoy our art in our homes, in our offices. As a collector myself, it's a very different experience when you have your pieces at home. It's an especially different experience when you come to a public arena or a semi-public arena like here and you see your works in harmony and in tandem with other people's works. So different women are speaking through their works, different artworks are speaking to each other, and they've all come here to find this wonderful melodious moment that the public can enjoy, a curious public can enjoy, art collectors alike, and the enthusiasts can also learn from. It's been very exciting to see the reactions of the collectors, because for many of them, for the first time, I've seen their works outside of their homes or their storage spaces. So that's been very, very exciting and very touching, actually. It's also very touching for people to discover artists that they didn't know about through such an exhibition like this.
We bring to you an exhibition titled Ikore, meaning harvest, by Dr. Aderisola Aladigbongwe, where he unveiled a new approach in plastography called plaster paint, created using mixed media at the National Museum Gallery, Lagos.
The title of the exhibition is Ikore, meaning harvest. Harvest, and you know, normally harvest is a time of reward. Most of this work on display is a research on plaster paint, which I did during my PhD program. And so since then, I've not been able to show them, and I said I should let the world know exactly what plaster paint is all about, and that's why we have this show today. This particular body of work investigates a festival, that is the Jeshu Festival. Like I told you, that is harvest and Ikore. And usually at a time like this, September, October, November, December is a time of harvest. And whether in the Yoruba land or the Igbo land, the Yam Festival is celebrated. And so the celebration usually goes along with some rites. There are rites before, rites during, and rites after. And those rites after, or rites before, rites during, and rites after, showcases the culture of the Yorubas or the Nigerian citizens. So that's why you have all this on displays. It's a pronouncement or projection of our paraphernalia as an African. So it's I'm showcasing our culture as well, apart from the fact that we are looking at it as harvest.
My name is Moses Ohiomohai. I'm the curator for this exhibition. This is an exciting exhibition because it's a product of a project done by the artists. There are works that have been done in the last 7 years, and it is about harvest. It's very exciting because you look at his style, you look at his approach, you are excited about what he has produced. He is an impressionist to the core, and that is something that you don't find here and there. There are not many artists that work in his mold. He's very bold, his works are quite deep. He's engaged in what I call the plaster paint, and that is not a usual approach for artists. Artists will just go straight and paint. So his works are quite exciting. Another thing about these works is that it's about harvest, and because it is about harvest, it is talking about both the spiritual harvest and the physical harvest. Spiritual in the sense that you need the spiritual to assist your physical harvest so that it can be bountiful. And then he also encourages works to work hard. It's a message for the politician, it's a message for the businessman, it's a message for all, it's a message for the student that without hard work and without you communing with your God, you cannot have something that is awesome, something that is prosperous.
Well, it's a good thing that we are witnessing this particular exhibition by Dr. Alade Bungwe. He's a colleague of mine in the institution, and he's also very active. As you can see, we have quite a number of body of works here, which also attest to his studio practice. And through this, we can, notice a common trajectory. I mean, how he's been faring studio-wise, and also he has a unique style. But recently, I could see that he's also evolving some new techniques, and that is what we are witnessing in the exhibition titled Harvest, Ikore. And what is Ikore? It's harvest. And in this particular show, I think what stands out most is about the fact that the artist, that is Dr. Alade Bungwe, actually shared his experience with us through his unique style on what the festival, especially when it comes to Yam Festival, is in his own part of the country. And this he has rendered through different techniques of painting style. In fact, he also, I think I could see a mixture of styles here, technique here, sorry, regarding the fact that aside from the normal painting work, we also see a bit of printing technique, serigraphy especially, how he has brought them together to bear on his own style, and how they've actually come out, for us to have very aesthetic and aesthetically appealing works here.
Ikore, it means harvest. It's Yoruba word for harvest, and just looking around you can see why this was named Ikore. So the art is traditional, the art is contemporary, but the art is also very joyous. A harvest season, denotes joy, denotes productivity after long spells of hard work, and that's what, just looking at the art, once you look around, you can see village scenes, you can see farming scenes, you can see a lot of joy, a lot of celebration, just, emitting from all these works. There are many, but I think this one right here, okay, called High Points of Victory Celebration 2, denotes everything I've spoken about. There's a man holding a basket, and you can see the various people there in various poses that sort of denotes that they are dancing, and that's why I like it. I like the colors as well. I love the yellow and green combo on that art, and also the medium.
Today is a very special day. The exhibition theme is Ikore, meaning harvest. It is the desire of everyone in life. When you have worked very hard, you always desire to reap the good fruits of your labor. So the artist has been able to work very hard over the years, and I believe this is the time for him to really reap the fruits of his labor. And when you go around and see some of the works, you have some fantastic works on display here. I've looked around and I've seen that he has used at least 3 mediums. But the one that I love most is the acrylic on canvas. He's been able to express himself well with the acrylic on canvas. Like if you look at the foreground, the one that I love most is the dialogue. It's an abstract, semi-abstract painting. You look at it, then you can see the form of 2 figures there. Even though it's not so clear, that's why it's semi-abstract. But you can see 2 people dialoguing. And he's been able to express it in a very fine way, in a way that even those who are the layman will be able to understand, see it and be able to decipher what he's talking about.
In the words of Henry Matisse, creativity takes courage. It takes a creative mind to dream his painting and paint his dream. It is a wrap on this edition of the Arts Express. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.